Hello, welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel, to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning. And this is round 4 of our Aston Martin GR4 Championship. Race 2 from Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. And well, we're going to take you through this reverse grid going into this one. 16 laps only here on this one. And here is the grid. So we've got Crossbones in pole position, Blackstar in second, Firepower in third, Taff in fourth, Carlsberg fifth, Sy in sixth, Nath in seventh, Silly Shot eighth, Aspect ninth, and Dan in 10th. Right, sit back, relax, and let's get this one underway. Still the 10 cars for this second race as well, but Crossbones, who had that little mistake in race 1, didn't he? And it put him right at the back, and he didn't recover from there. Leads them away down through Paddock Hill Bend and up the other side towards Druid. Blackstar second, Taff already having a look at Firepower. Now where's Firepower? Very deep and very wide from Firepower. Oh, what a moment from Taff, but Firepower gets it back. Main's in third place, but very wide up there from Firepower. And Druids as Blackstar attacks Crossbones for the lead. It gets it done. Firepower there, it's closing up, all very close through. Who's that going right out? That's out. Winner of race 1, wasn't it, Dan? It was. It's on the hard tyres, so they haven't got any temperature in them yet, have they? Clearly. Well wide down there. But Blackstar then was on the hard tyres as well, leading it from Crossbones. Also on the hard tyres, Firepower on the mediums. So first of our medium drivers is Firepower in third place. Oh, and then picks up half a second for running wide there through Dingledale out the other side, Stirlings. So got half a second for Firepower. Taff and then Carlsberg out there as well. Taff on hard tyres, Carlsberg on hard tyres. So a lot of them opting for the hard tyres early here in race 2. Carlsberg though all over the place at the moment. He certainly can't get grips with these hard tyres, can he? And then this battle going on. Nath in 6th, Sy, 7th, Silly Shot. Well, actually, Silly Shot up the inside of Sy, so takes 7th at Paddock Hill Bend. And Sy now in 8th, Aspect in 9th, Dan in 10th. So this battle goes on. 2 teammates, 6th and 7th. So it's all close back here. Carlsberg leading them in the 5th place, or in front of these in 5th place, I should say. So Nath 6th, Silly Shot 7th, Sy in 8th. Now Aspect and Dan side by side. Dan having a go at Aspect. Aspect on the hard tyres, Dan also on the hard. So yeah, majority of the field on the hard tyres, and in fact might only be Firepower that's out there on the medium. Certainly only a couple of cars out there with medium tyres on. Dan now. Is he going to have a go down here at Hawthorne Bend? No. Oh, there's the yellow flag. Now what's the yellow flag for? Who we got? It's going to be Crossbones, isn't it? Oh, same place as well, I think. No, it wasn't. No, different place, but Crossbones in. Was in second as well. Runs it well wide. Oh, lucky not to hit his teammate, and then that's hard into the barriers. Didn't put the cameraman off, did it? He was quite happy to keep taking his pictures, didn't even flinch. So not a brave cameraman there, but Crossbones with damage to the front now as well, which is understandable with how hard he hit that barrier. Down there in 10th, so almost a repeat of race 1, isn't it? He's got it all to do here in race 2. Of course we have got that pit stop, but it doesn't help if you're down there in 10th, I'm afraid. It's a Blackstar now. What a gap he's got now. He's really pulled away, hasn't he, on those hard tyres? So maybe hard tyres is what to go with here early in this race. Dan's in, so well, not for Dan it isn't. He's coming off the hard tyres straight away onto the mediums. He goes. He's going to drop down the field. So he has done the regulation minimum 2 laps on the hard tyres as Dan. Firepower up to second. Taff behind him in third. Carlsberg in fourth. And Silly Shot Knife, sight. It's got Sai lining up the move on Knife. Let's have a look. See if he gets it done. Ahead of them, Carlsberg's having a go at Silly Shot as well. Ooh, Silly Shot runs it well wide there. Trying to switch back as well from Silly Shot. That might work. It does work. Can he keep it on track? He does. Good move. So Silly Shot got past and then past Carlsberg straight back, and now that's brought Knife and Sai into play as well. So it's all backing up here through Sheen Curve, Sterling's under the bridge towards Clearways. Clark Curve, all the side, goes into the back of Knife, and the brakes there. And will settle down, and good racing in the end from these four. It's on lap 4 now. So Dan, who came in, remember, then medium tyres to the end in 8th place. Aspect also, I think, was to come in. Yeah, so Dan and Aspect both having the same strategy, but Dan coming out ahead of Aspect, so 8th and 9th for them, respectively. And Crossbones, he might well have come in as well. Maybe he's trying to see if he can get something out of this race. After all. Black Star, well, he had a messy first race. So far, been okay. He's going to run it wide there, although that's quite easily done. Can use all that curb. Up this inside curb there, you don't want to be running it out. Ooh, that was close. I thought he was way too hot in there. I thought he was going to go well onto the grass. We're used to seeing him out there at the moment, aren't we? But no, he actually controlled that really well. Through Sheen Curve and Sterling's, and then out into the arena again to start lap 5. It's a great lead at the moment from Blackstar, and Firepower's going with him, you know. He's not a million miles behind, is he, in second? Firepower. Oh, and they're all diving in the pits now after at the end of lap 4. Silly Shot, Taff and Knife are all in. And out very quick, so really quick pit lane here. Waste too much time, so all back out, but Tower's going mental with the changes, but Firepower just sitting there in second, looking okay actually. He's got quite a nice gap back then to Carlsberg in third and Sai in fourth. These have all still got to come in, but they can run as long as they want on these, remember. It's interesting to see now, to see where the likes of Aspect and Dan, how far up they do get after coming in early, changing on to the medium tyres. I mean, already they're up to 5th place for Dan and 7th for Aspect, so I know it's a bit of a depleted field out here with just 10 cars today, but nevertheless, still got to make their way through, haven't they? And they could be prime position to get them lead back, as we see Carlsberg and Sai coming out of Clearways. They dive in now, so they're going in. Time for them to come in and come out. So Dan then is going to pick up 3rd place here. Silly Shot will get 4th. Silly Shot will get 5th. Sorry, will be 4th. I'll get it right in a minute. So 4th for Silly Shot. Aspect 5th. Carlsberg in 6th with Knife beside him coming up to Druids. Knife, remember, just come out. He's on those medium tyres and then just gets a little tag from Carlsberg. Not sure that was. Sure, Carlsberg had to wait there, if I'm honest. It weren't that. I didn't think there was anything. Nathan actually just had a bit of a moment on those tyres. But Nathan didn't want to chance it. Give that place back to, Carlsberg, give that place back to Nath. That's a loud sigh. What a run Si's got. Going out down the inside there. Now, that's an unusual place, but he couldn't really go anywhere else. He got the run on Colesberg, and he thought, well, got half my nose through this gap, but it didn't quite complete it down at Hawthorns. Did look like he had it. I mean, there was a lot of grass taken as he exited, but it was kind of half a door open there for Si, and he thought he'd have a go. Might work out in the end, did it? So still in 8th place for him. Colesberg 7th, Nathan 6th. Behind them, we've got Taff in 9th place. Crossbones in 10th. So, little battles going on, quite close round here in this race, the second race. What's Firepower doing? Still in 2nd place, but Black Star looks to increase that lead over Firepower. It certainly looks like he's got the feel with these hard tyres, this Black Star. Got a feeling he's going to run it as long as he possibly can, or at least make himself a sizable gap between himself and the likes of Dan and Aspect and Co. There in 3rd and 4th. To try and reduce the deficit as he comes in and goes out of pit lane once he does come in to change. Firepower will try as well to do the same thing. To be fair, he's on the medium tyres, so actually, yeah, I think he's going to run as long as he can on these, see where it takes him. So we see Dan coming through, Sheen Curve and Sterling's Aspect and Silly Shot 4th and 5th place behind him. Dan in a good position now, as we see Black Star, our leader, come in. He's in a good position, is Dan, to possibly get a double here. The victory in race 1 is going to presumably take 2. No, he doesn't. That's how quick it is. So really quick stop. Black Star in and out, and still comes out in 2nd place. So he has just dropped that 1 place from Firepower. Firepower, of course, has got to come in, but he's on those medium tyres, so he can try and clear off now. Can Firepower, our leader. So Black Star did come out still ahead of Dan, so that's good for Black Star. So maybe Black Star is on for a podium here. Halfway through this 2nd race now, Firepower is our new leader. Down into Hawthorns. Through Dingledale. Up to Sheen Curve. And leads him on to Sterling's, his left-hander. As he heads down towards the final corner now, through Clearways, Clark Curve, and across the line to start lap 9. Black Star, there he is, sitting in 2nd place with Dan in 3rd. Dan with the fastest lap, he's just beaten his last fastest lap. He's now got a 1:31.9, so Dan in 3rd place. Pushing hard. It's going to be quite a good little battle. I know, say, Firepower's still going to stop. He might be the only one, actually, still not to have done his stop yet, Firepower, but it seems like it's a pretty quick stop here at Brands Hatch, so hopefully, if he's got a gap, might be okay. He might still find himself coming out in the top 3. We'll worry about that when it happens. Dan then in 3rd place, Aspect in 4th, Silly Shot in 5th place. They head down towards Hawthorns now, down under the bridge, out into the back section of this Grand Prix circuit here at Brands Hatch, into the woods, if you like. Thankfully, the weather is dry. It's wet here. Very, very slippy through this section where it's all under the trees. Let's really get the dry very easily down there, but as they head now out of Stirling's and into the main arena section again. So it's Aspect fourth, Silly Shot in 5th place. Crowd are loving what they're seeing. Some of them are wandering around doing their own thing, but a lot of them watching this spectacular race here. These Aston Martins, lap 10, 8th in 6th place, closely followed by Colesberg, 7th, 8th for Sight. Everybody is on medium tyres now. Crossbones has taken Taff as well. Taff at the back now in 10th place. So was that because of a pit stop, or was it has Taff been in the war somewhere and Crossbones has taken him? Sure, but fact is 9th for Crossbones and 10th for Taff. Now it does actually look like Black Star is catching Firepower back up here at the top. Yeah, that's definitely closer. So is this going to be a quick lap from Black Star? Let's have a look. Well, actually Aspect is now beating Dan's time. It's a 1:31.5, but let's see what Black Star has got here. Does he now put in a fastest lap? No, it's not the fastest lap, but it's his personal best lap from Black Star. Now Silly Shot's got it. He's in a 1:31.3, so now we're going to see a bit of Silly Shot. Now we see this in race 1, didn't we? Getting his groove on as the race got further in. And there he is sitting in 5th place behind Aspect. So fastest laps are changing every lap at the moment. Silly Shot then. Is he going to take Aspect and take that 4th spot? It's beginning to line him up, isn't he? Silly Shot. Easy to make a mistake round here as well, but around this back section. Go through Sheen Curve now. Silly Shot still hunting down Aspect ahead of him. And still ahead of them in 3rd. It does look like Silly Shot is just kind of pushing Aspect towards the other guys. And actually Firepower now has come in. So that means Black Star's our leader. Firepower is going to 5th place, so yeah, I think he just lost a bit of time those final couple of laps to Firepower. So he's going to come out in 5th place, I believe. He does, just ahead of Nath and Colesberg. Yeah, we've just got to warm them hard tyres up, and of course these guys are all on the mediums around him, and they're already well warmed up as up at Druids. There's a bit of a coming together, but I think he's going to be swallowed up here. His Firepower with Sire's well behind them, and yeah, Firepower's running it wide. That's hard tyres just not working at the moment, and he's going to drop down to 8th place. So from the lead to 8th, from the lead to 5th to 8th place for Firepower. So it didn't quite work out, did it, the pit stops, but he's still in there with a chance at the moment. He's still on the back of these 3. So still an opportunity to get himself back up to at least 5th place if it works out well for him. But we'll go to our leader and have a look and see what's happening here. Black Star is in the lead as he comes to the end of lap 12. Going into the last 4 laps now. Now can he hold off Dan, who's in 2nd place? Dan obviously looking for that double victory. He's going to want it as well. Trying to chase him down, but we've got the Silly Shot who's got past Aspect now. Up to third place for Silly Shot. So, as predicted, Silly Shot now with the fastest lap. He's going to start making moves. No, not like that, he's not. And who's that? That's Dan, and they're both off. Wow, that was synchronised. Disaster there, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Let's go back a little bit further. So first it was Dan. He's coming down. He got it a little bit hot in there, didn't he? Now what did he do? Catch the curb and the grass. Yeah, he does. He's gonna. Oh, he nearly caught it, didn't he? And he went right across in front of Silly Shot. That actually put Silly Shot off. So it was actually Dan's off that took Silly Shot off. It sort of put him off, and now they're all. And it's all getting a little bit closer as Nath goes through past Dan. Colesberg also having a look at Dan into fourth. He goes down to fifth. Sai gets through on Silly Shot. They've all got through on Silly Shot. Silly Shot just can't get it back together now. Oh, disaster for these guys. But of course, what it has allowed is Black Star that bit of breathing space behind him. Just when Dan appeared to have been catching him up. Could have put a bit of pressure on Black Star come the end of this race. It's now Aspect who's up to second. It's Aspect's job to try and get close to Black Star, but I don't know whether he's close enough. Let's have a look and see what happens. Dan's out of it now. He's not getting that double victory. It looked like it was on a lap ago, but not now. I mean, he's on the back of these three, Nath, Colesberg and Sai. There's Dan there, but I don't think he's going to be able to repair that damage now. In terms of positions, it's just too much for him to do with 3 laps to go. Good battle nevertheless. Colesberg having a look at Nath. Remember, Nath got that 4th place in race 1, currently sitting in 3rd, but Colesberg's all over the back of him here. Colesberg going to be wanting a podium. Not going to give this one up, is he? So he's going to really be all over the back of Nath, waiting for the opportunity. Sai also sitting there in the wings, just waiting. I know what they say about Red Bull. It certainly gives you wings. That's what he's going to be hoping. Can he fly by these 2 ahead of him and get himself on the podium? Well, I don't know. So probably the best thing to do is to stay around and find out as we head on towards the penultimate lap. And Dan's got a better drive though on Sai here. Dan's going to surely have a go the clearways through Clark Curve, just like that. And there's the move from Dan. He's going to get it done. And up to 5th he goes. So that's another place for Dan, but still can't see him getting much more out of this race. It all depends how whether Colesberg and Nath start fighting it out. If they do start slowing each other up. And actually, Dan's disaster might actually become a little bit better if he can get himself on the podium. That's better than nothing, isn't it, for Dan? Oh, and there's someone running wide in the background. I think that's Silly Shot, and he's a bit ragged over there in 7th place at the moment. Firepower in 8th place. Crossbones in 9th, I believe. That's Taff in 9th. Crossbones in 10th. Forgot about these guys. I haven't really seen much of them there, so apologies, but it's all been going on ahead of you. I'd love to give everybody coverage at some point, but you've got to try and stick with where the action is if we can. Black Star looks like he's got it. Aspect looks like he's got 7th. 2nd. Nath still holding 3rd from Colesberg in 4th. Dan in 5th. Sai in 6th. Through Sterling's. Remember, this is the penultimate lap, and they're going to be coming through clearaways and Clark Curve for the penultimate time to start the final lap. Going across the line is Black Star down Paddock Hill Bend. They're on the final lap now. And these boys, Nath, on it now. Down through Paddock Hill Bend. What can Dan do? Can he get himself on the podium? Not like that, he's not. And he's going to lose a place to Sai instead. So I think that's done. I think Dan's done. Yep. Sai's through to 5th. Dan, I think, just tried to push a bit hard there. And it didn't work. Going to fall back, or has fallen back to 6th. Could well fall into the clutches of Silly Shot, who by the way still holds that fastest lap of 1:31.3, and he's going to have a go down here. No, not on that occasion. So all still to play for here. These guys. But I'm going to stick with our leader to the end now as he comes through towards the final sector through Sheen Curve. Keep it on the black stuff there. Zaspec's not far behind, but he's going to do it. I think Black Star as he comes through. Sterling's out the other side. And he's going to take victory. And actually, I believe he was on the back of the grid. No, he was at the start, wasn't he? So actually, he was at the start of the grid. So he's on pole position and he stayed there all the race. Look at that. Well done to Black Star. Aspect will get 2nd place. Not sure why we got the rear camera here. Nath in 3rd. Yeah, 3rd place for this, 4th in race 1. So good points for Nath. Carlsberg 4th. Sai in 5th. Dan in 6th. 7th for Silly Shot. That's how close all that lot was. Firepower in 8th. Quite work out for him in the end, did it? Taff will come in 9th. Quiet race for Taff. Never really got it going, did he? Number 1967. But 9th in the end for him. And Crossbones with, well, that's a repeat of race 1 for him. Will come in 10th place. So there's your round 4 from the Ultimate Racing League and for the Aston Martin GR4 Championship. Hope you enjoyed what you see tonight. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And, well, join me again for round 5, the last of our sprint races, actually, before we start hitting the Enduros. And, yeah, should be a great second half of the season. So join me again. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.